Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about our King of the Court lineup for this weekend here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM, and I will be participating in King of the Court this weekend for the first time in a couple of weeks because the rewards are now worth it in a way that they haven't been the last few weeks. And it was the main point of my video last week, honestly, was that I wasn't going to play in King of the Court because the reward just simply didn't feel worth it. Now that's not the case, and so I will be participating in King of the Court tomorrow, trying to get at least top 1%. Obviously, we'll be going for number 1 overall, but that is tough to achieve, but we'll do the best we can. We've been close a couple times, finished top 10 the 2 times that I've really taken it seriously, so we will try our best to go for number 1, and you know what? We will see where it all shakes out, but hopefully get at least top 1%. Before we hop into it and show off the team, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Top 1% this weekend gets a Hidden Gem 95 plus pack, which is a pink diamond hidden gem, which is really fire. And then top 10% gets a diamond hidden gem pack, which is also really, really nice. Significantly upgraded rewards for top 10 and top 1% now, which is a big W. Now, top 50% still being an 87 plus gems of the game is not something I'm a big fan of. That should be an amethyst, in my opinion, at this point. Maybe that'll get tweaked soon. I hope so, at least. But it will be interesting at a very minimum to see what does come out tomorrow, or how the content works tomorrow, I should say. Hopefully everything works smoothly, because a pink diamond hidden gem would be a fire top 1% reward. There's a lot of really good pink diamonds in here that we could pull. Some guys who aren't quite as elite as well, but definitely a lot of truly top tier cards. Like if I were to get Harden or Ron Artest or even Sean Kemp, I think probably a lot of these point guards are good. I know Page is really good. Hakeem would be insane. Terry would be insane. Big Z, if he's got decent speed, would probably be insane. I mean, I don't know if he's got any speed, but 6'9" speed, I mean, he'd probably be really good. Rudy Gay is exceptional. Jared Wallace is exceptional. Danny Granger probably really solid. A lot of very good cards. I could go through here and name all of them, but there's a ton of elite pink diamond hidden gems that I would love to add to my squad. With that being said, this is the team we'll be using to attempt to win King of the Court tomorrow, or at least get top 1%. I have got my 3 pink diamond purchases, Devin Booker and Dr. J, 2 of the most expensive and 2 of the very best cards in the game, in addition to Moses Malone, who's an elite center in his own right, and I got him for like 200 and something K last weekend, which I thought was an incredible price for a guy who is an absolute stud. Pulled hollow Jaren Jackson out of a single yesterday, like I talked about in a couple of the videos towards the end of the day after my pack opening, which was insanely blessed, so super excited about that as well. And that gives us a couple new additions to the team this week. Dr. J and Jaren especially are big additions and big helps to this team. Gives us a lot of lineup versatility. Now, y'all will notice one thing. Jamal Crawford, who I had not been using, is now my backup point guard. The reason that I'm using Jamal backup point guard is because I had to sell Oladipo to make MT. As y'all can see, I am pretty low on MT right now, only 48K. So we're going to have to work hard this week, probably play some domination, sell some stuff, all that type of stuff, sell some badges, work the market, all that to try to get some MT back for this next weekend, because we are certainly low on MT right now. But I gotta say, adding the pieces that we've added to this team is a big help, and Dr. J especially is just unbelievable. I mean, this card, the only important badge that I'd say he doesn't have is Brick Wall, which would be nice to have, but isn't insanely crucial. The other badges he doesn't have aren't a huge big deal to me. I added Silver Dimer. I'll get that to gold. I have a gold dimer actually pending right now in my auction house. Gold immovable, limitless range, rise up, and paint patroller as well. And also gave him satellite, which is the shooting ability for basically better limitless range, as well as he boosts mid-range, 3-ball, and speed. Does he need a mid-range boost or really a speed boost? No, not particularly, but the takeover ability is nice. And with Dr. J, anything that I can give him to improve his shooting is super nice, because he's so exceptional across the board. And so Dr. J is a big addition to the team. The other new addition to the team is Jaren Jackson Jr., who is incredible in his own right. Doesn't have every single badge. Like, he doesn't have dimer, handles for days. I guess mini marksman, who cares? Strong handle. Like, there aren't very many important badges, though. He doesn't have ankle assassin or float game. Every important badge that I want on Jaren, he's got, though. I added challenger, lightning launch, pick dodger, slippery off ball, and shifty shooter to him, which are super solid badges. And Jaren is just one of the very best bigs in my team, right up there with guys like D-Rob and Embiid, who are both more expensive than he is. And so I think Jaren, while still very expensive, defensive is an incredible card, and I was really happy to pull him because he is a huge addition to the squad and an elite level starting center, and I really like this Jaren card a lot. Gave him a shooting shoe that also boosts up his rebounding as well, which will be very helpful because 91 offensive, 92 defensive. Getting those to the high 90s will not hurt as his takeover meter goes up, so that is very nice as well. Those are the two new additions to the team, but we'll go over the other cards on the squad as well. Booker, my book has a couple extra Hall of Fame badges. I think he comes with 6 or 7 base. My book has a Hoff posterizer added as well as Hoff handles for days, so I think he's got 7 base if I remember correctly. But fully badged Booker with posterizer, glove, immovable enforcer, interceptor, and paint patroller added for his defensive badges. Well, pretty much all defensive badges outside of posterizer added there. Again, doesn't have brick wall, but I'll live with it. Still a very complete card. Still the best point guard in the game, in my personal opinion. Incredible shot creator, and we got him. Hidden gem, Bruce Bowen is a dog. Gave him brick wall, dimer, handles for days, strong handle, and mini marksman. And Bruce is just one of the very best 3-and-D cards in the game. Having Hoff limitless, post lockdown challenger, off ball pest, pick dodger, glove, interceptor, set shot specialist, on ball menace, and paint patroller all as a base card is nasty. This card is also awesome, and he is the best hidden gem that I've gotten this year. Really, really nice card to put at the 3, and I love this Bowen. And then Paulo is obviously that man in his own right, considering he's got, I mean, I can upgrade his hook specialist to gold, I guess. What's really the point of that, though? Literally every single badge in the game is the main thing to notice about Paulo. He is just incredible. I'm sure you've heard a lot of people talking about this card this week if you haven't already been able to get him yourself. And Paulo's insane. He has 6 base Hoffs, mine has Hoff Deadeye, Hoff Paint Patroller as well. I bought him with those Hoffs last week when I picked up the card, and he is an absolute dog. Every single badge in the game, basically, I mean, a near perfect card, especially for this point in the year. And a lot of people are running Paulo at the 3 with my hidden gem luck, considering I got hidden gem Marin, hidden gem Jack English, and hidden gem Bruce Bowen. I don't really have the flexibility to put him at the 3. He just fits better at my 4 with the guys that I have. So we are starting Paulo Banchero at the 4, and that's the starting lineup. Off the bench, Jay Crossover. Well, he's going to have to come out here and hoop this weekend a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of this card at this point. If I were to complain about one specific card on my team, it would be this Jamal Crawford at this point, mainly because I feel like defensively he struggles a little bit. 88 3-ball, 75 driving dunk, 98 ball handle, 92 pass accuracy, 87 steal and perimeter is pretty good, 67 interior, not great, 6'5 is nice at PG, but 95 off speed, 95 speed with ball, 94 agility, 84 vert, 95 stamina. Like, he's good. He's not insane. Honestly, if I get top 1%, my number one choice, if I could pick my position, would be an elite level point guard, especially one who can defend at a very high level. That would be super duper nice. But Jamal is still a very good card. 23 badges. I did add on-ball menace, challenger, on-ball menace, glove, immovable, pick dodger, and dimer to him. He does have challenger as well, so he's got a decent amount of defense. No brick wall or paint patroller, off-ball pest. So some decent badges there that would be nice to have, no doubt about it, but I still think Jamal will hold his own for sure and is good enough to give us another good week at the backup PG, although next week, if I had to guess, that's probably the most likely position to get replaced. Jack Marin is a 6'6" shooting guard, one of the best shot creators in my team, has the Curry escape, also a very solid defender, 88 interior and 90 perimeter on him. He's got brick wall and paint patroller added, as well as lightning launch, dimer, and handles for days. Really, really solid card. Does everything you need a shooting guard to do, has great SIGs and a great shot creator. And you know who else has the Curry escape? Alex English, another incredible hidden gem card who I am a huge fan of. Has bailout, immovable, limitless, set shot specialist, and paint patroller added to him to improve his defense, playmaking, and shooting. And I think he's a stud in his own right. So 2 elite more hidden gems off the bench as well. Obviously, Al Harrington's a card a lot of y'all are probably using for good reason. Exceptional release, one of the best poppers in the game. Has enough size at power forward to certainly compete, and overall is a very good card. No real significant flaws on him in any way, I would say, and just overall a very solid diamond who a lot of people are still using, and for very good reason. And then Moses is exceptional in his own right. Although I will say, after King of the Court, I think there's a decent chance I sell Moses just because of how expensive he is compared to what I paid for him, and I could use a guy like Ronnie Cycli or Karl Anthony Towns just to save MT. But I may wind up doing that later on. For this point anyway, we will still 100% be using Moses Malone for the time being because he is a dog in his own right. Added slippery off ball to him. He does have set shot specialist as well. I know the 3 ball's lower with him with only a 63, but I think he's a dog in his own right as our backup center. Really plays well on the inside as well. And then Baron Davis, T-Mac, and Ronnie Cycli are basically there for injuries. I don't love Baron especially. If I get a point guard injured, I'm going to be really frustrated because that means I'm going to play Baron Davis, and I don't want to play him. I don't think he's that good. Point guard is definitely my weakest spot on my team. But overall, This is a very, very good squad, and I'm not too worried about our chances of getting top 1% as long as I don't just, well, number one, either get super duper unlucky or just match the sweatiest sweats who've ever played. As long as those two things don't happen, I think we will have success overall with these cards, and I am excited to try in this video, or not in this video, but on Saturday, to get a high rank. And if I do, y'all will see my pack this weekend. Even if I get top 10%, I'll post that pack anyway, but I expect to get top 1%, and that is certainly going to be the goal. So with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. Let me know what y'all squads are looking like for King of the Court this weekend. I hope y'all have success if you're planning on playing. And with that being said, I will see y'all in the next one. Hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.